Florida to California, all the way to New York, and now to Austin, Texas for Week 7 of the AVP League. The Lone Star State welcoming the best beach volleyball players in the world. 2 days straight of action, and it'll be right here where things get just a little funky, maybe even a little weird, to say the least. As we get set for a great matchup, LA taking on New York Nitro. We'll start on the women's side and welcome inside the HEB Center at Cedar Park. A women's matchup to get us started. Hi everyone, Cameron Irwin alongside the two-time Olympian Kevin Barnett. Rich Lamborn will also be joining us down on the sand. This is a must-have situation for the New York Nitro. How do they find their game in this moment?
Well, they've been so close throughout this entire season. 7 of their 13 total sets have been deuced, but the bad news is they've lost 6 of them. And I believe they really need to simplify their offense and allow the game just to come to them. So I don't want to see options to Megan Rice early. Let the game come to you a little bit. Fewer errors, I think, could be the equalizer for them, and they can flip some of the results.
We'll take a look at both of these teams in a deeper sense, but let's take a look at the standings, because the cup is what everyone is fighting for in this new franchise model from 2024 to 2025, an 8-week regular season. LA at the top. New York needs some work.
They definitely do, but it is not far off for their franchise. They still have the possibility to get in the mix. And when it comes to LA, we don't know a ton about them yet, but we're about to learn the next couple of weeks.
We're going to find out who will be at the top of the order and picking up the cup in 2025. Let's take a look at the LA launch. They are coming off just their first loss of the season. That was all the way back in the Intuit Dome. What do you like about this team?
I love their symmetry. Like, they play really well together. They have a similar mindset. And Cannon has been good at the net. Kraft has been exceptional behind her. I really love the way Megan Kraft can scoop and deliver. She's that nice combination of the ability to dig, but then the ability to convert those into immediate points.
Therese Cannon out of New York. She now is based out of Southern California, just 29 years old. She's the blocker in this combination, standing at 6'3", but they have really added a new elevation to their game in 2025. New blocking signals, new defense, and it's really come to life.
Yeah, I've talked a lot about how they've meshed together throughout this last year, and it's shown up in the results. Certainly, they have been a tough out this entire season, just with the single loss. And I think this is the most talented young American side as we look forward to 2028 in LA. There's so much possibility still for the LA launch to grow.
Great call by you. Meg Kraft, just 22 years of age. On the other side of the net, the rookie duo of Corinne Quiggle and MJ Rice. That's Megan Rice out of Hermosa Beach, California. And this, again, is a must-have situation. They need wins on their side. They're coming off their first win of the season in New York a week ago.
Yeah, so maybe a high point right there, right? So success or failure breeds more of the same. And that's what's been going on in those deuce sets. You start losing deuce sets, you're more likely to lose the next deuce set. But if you won your last match, that felt good. Perhaps that was a cathartic moment for this side, and we're going to see them make a little mini run here. The blueprint's already out there. San Diego from last year looked dead at this point, got themselves into the playoff with the last seed, all the way to the title. All you have to do if you're New York is win every match, get yourself a ticket to Chicago, then anything can happen on Oak Street Beach.
Megan Rice, the 6-foot blocker, will be up at the net. Corinne Quiggle coming off her best weekend performance in New York City. It was astonishing just the number of kills she was able to string together.
Well, look, my keys for New York, you just hit on one of them in combination with mine. Don't try that option early because Corinne's side out has been so strong. So maximize Corinne and what she's been doing on her game. And the other key is serve Therese Cannon. Serve her short and deep. She's coming off a game in which she was not terminal. I would go after her early.
Corinne Quiggle will get us started.
Instead, they go right to Kraft.
And it's short. Joust sent back to the side of New York. Megan's vision is clear as day finds the first kill.
On the other side for LA, I would get Therese to be more terminal. She was 10 kills on 25 with 5 errors. Give her a quality set. Throw it a little higher. Let her use that 6-3 advantage. And for Kraft, right here, don't get too crafty. Just swing to score in transition as she did there. I think aggression translates into victories for them.
And the short contact from MJ.
I'm interested to see what MJ does here with her serve. Looks like she's going to float right away, completely abandon the jumper. It just wasn't consistent enough this season.
Tough ball out of the net. Quicker reaction. Checks down and a quick move. Here comes Corinne Quayle. Can she? Finds the kill in the cross court.
James Stark thus far for New York. I love what they're doing. Corinne has been so good recently on the offensive side, and I like the way she's come out taking cuts to score.
Against San Diego last event in New York, she had 24 total kills. As you see that quick reaction time, she had 452 in that match. Another quick ball over the top. Maycraft has really been a bright spot on the women's side, just 22 years of age. And her offensive and defensive numbers, as well as service pressure, have really climbed the ladder.
Yeah, I also am excited about the future for this young woman and her role in the league as well as for Team USA.
There's the first and big block, Therese Cannon. Trouble off the first contact, and there's that service pressure again for LA. And it comes from both partners. That's more important than anything.
Yeah, they do a nice job of placing the ball. It's not a lot of aces from Cannon, just 2 on the season, 12 from her partner. But it's not just about manufacturing points right away. It's about putting the other side at a disadvantage, as you saw there. And you can also take that.
Point.
You'll take it through the cable.
One of the unique elements is that they both utilize a jump float serve. This one just tagging the top of the net, but it has still plenty of pace to it. A 4-0 run for the launch, as, of course, right as soon as you start talking about how good the serving is.
The interesting thing with a jump float, as people have used it more and more, is you get that little bit higher contact point. You get some momentum driving into the ball. You don't have to swing at it as much. And when you get all those movements down, you just have to make sure you don't put a lot of spin on the ball. The more spin, the easier it's going to be.
Option play, Therese Cannon. From about 5 feet off.
Well, and a little on the ground, right? She's barely up. Not a big jump, not your traditional attack. She's just chipping to a spot. She could do that from the sand as well. I like that given her size.
Rice works to the right side, and unfortunately, Kraft is sitting in the line, just can't find the short one.
Well, nobody's going to find this short one because you're figuring that that thing is going deep. It's an unfortunate bounce.
Another strong swing. She said that her mentality is swing first, and it has really proven to work here in 2025. LA currently 3-1 with this pairing. Took a loss to Melissa Humano-Paredes, and Brandy Wilkerson is another triple ace. The net working in their favor here. It's time to check in with the third member of our crew, Rich Lamborn, the gold medalist.
Thanks, Cam. Yeah, that's a perfect segue into this, because that's exactly what Coach Mike Playchek was talking about for the launch, talking about them trying to improve on their serving, which sets up their block D, which is a big focal point for them, and then passing, he said. It's all about the fundamentals. That's what the launch are focused on, going from this point, hopefully all the way to Chicago.
We'll get back down to Rich Lamborn. We'll make sure that microphone is working a little bit better. I'm sure he's got something good to say.
Somewhere, somebody was very happy that happened.
This time the option is rejected. Recycle. Perfect placement on the set. And another ball out of the net. Just missing wide.
So I said I didn't want Kraft to get crafty. I don't want Corinne to get crafty either, because she had a pretty easy play on that ball and she went to shoot it over on one. Pretty decent idea, but right now the way she's swinging, I'd rather have Corinne take a full cut. Just go normal transition.
Great to have Corinne Quiggle out in the mix in 2025, coming off a hip injury and surgery. Full 6-month recovery to get back out on the sand. Said she feels like she's been playing freer and better than ever. Jump set. That was spinning.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that one. That felt like it fell out of the bottom of her thumbs. But that is the new age of beach volleyball these days. Everywhere, a lot is allowed.
Therese telling us she's been working on that option we've seen thus far, as well as jump setting. 2 areas of focus as a huge swing comes from Megan Rice. Yikes, I do not want to stand in front of that.
I'd like to watch it. Oh, that is fun. That is a really athletic play. It's the hallmark of Megan Rice, her ability to get vertical.
Side set. Kraft starts to run down that shot well before it's contacted. Unable to find the transition, but that's the beauty of their defense. So much deception in it.
Well, I like the scheming.
Yeah.
You're hitting it right on. That was exactly my thought. I love the scheme where you had Therese jump into that angle. She was showing, you're going to take line, and Corinne trading in behind her. I just want Corinne to take a swing. Don't get timid with that short shot. You saw how easily it was read. Take a confident cut. She can really get after it offensively, and she's been in a nice rhythm the last few events.
Just one hitting error thus far on the side of LA.
And she's coming off Central Park, where Quiggle in the 3rd set hit 786. 11 kills in that match.
That's robotic. New York Nitro showcased an offense like this against the Austin Aces, kind of these short shots around the big block up at the net. New York within 2. Handcuffed is Meg Kraft. Great serve, and they need another.
Sometimes that ball just hangs in the air on you and refuses to go down, so I would go short then out of the timeout that's now been called.
Timeout called on the 4-1 run in favor of the New York Nitro. The New York Nitro hitting 382 as a team, and last time they were out in New York, the service pressure increased and the service errors, more importantly, decreased. This is a team that had 42 service errors on the season, and pretty astonishing from one week to the next. Went from having 3.8 service errors per set to 2.8 after that weekend in New York. Gives some confidence in terms of their trust in ball control and ability to transition back out.
Well, I think they have the skills, but to your point, if they just cut down the errors, take the service errors away, particularly, and make the other team play more often, you're going to have a better chance to express that capability. And you mentioned, we've talked about this season, the comeback for Corinne Quiggle. Well, she was healthy coming into the season, right? But she hadn't had a ton of competitive play, and it takes you a while to get back into that rhythm. I think that's what we're seeing with Corinne over the last couple of events, is that she is finally really back in rhythm offensively. It takes a long time to return physically first, mentally, and then game competition-wise to get back in that rhythm. So I like the way she's playing. She had 24 kills in that last match. 11 of those came in that last set, which they won.
Yeah, she's had 3 20-plus kill performances this season, or excuse me, 2 of 3 this season alone. And she's good at the hard-driven dig. Quick play, and this time it's Rice peeling. The set is going to be called. Not sure it mattered either way. The block of cannon got right in her face. That was a must-have for LA coming back out of the timeout.
Yeah, these are the ones you need to convert, right? If you're going to be an elite team, you have to convert those types of opportunities. I think they didn't like the way it was held at the bottom there. A little bit too long, a little too sticky. But I would have called both of the sets. The one we talked about earlier, it should be 1-1 in that category. Instead, it's 1-0.
They've been serving the depth of the court. Now it's the sideline of Cannon. And she chisels. LA hanging on to their lead here. LA women finished in 8th position in the women's standings in 2024. A very different story here, as there's another dig. Kraft nearly earns another. She'll get another opportunity. Big rip. And painting the lines.
You said it, swing first. That's her mentality. It's not enough just to hit it hard, but if you're going to hit it right at somebody, beautiful turn down the line. She's showing you not only the power, but also the range and vision to get to this set point.
Another timeout called in the LA launch. A lot of brains on their side of the net, both accounting majors. And they have a tendency to actually just play free here. A lot of thought goes into it, but I like that aggressive wins out with this thoughtful duo.
I don't know how much Meg even saw the block that time. She was just focused on the ball, looked up, never checked down, and just took a good cut down the line. I don't think enough players do that with a focus on shooting the ball here and there and trying to get your contact point right. I don't think enough people are just playing aggressive with contact and direction at the point of attack. It works so many times off the block. How much of that have we seen this year, particularly on the men's side?
Well, and not to mention, too, hitting with depth. I feel like that's one of the greatest traits you'll see from Meg Kraft, is she has a really high linear swing into the depth of the court.
Well, that's bad for the block because you're going to get a lot of hands out, elbows out, but it's also bad for the defenders because everything is kind of chest level and above.
Set point for LA. Troublesome first contact. Tries to find the bump cut. New York had some rhythm to begin this set, but ultimately LA finds the 15th point and set number 1. This 3-1 duo is just one set away from increasing from number 4 in the women's standings to number 3.
Sunny days call for Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Refreshing and goes down smooth. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
How about a little magic? How about a little magic, huh?
Just the first of 8 matches slated for Austin, Texas in week 7 of the AVP League. Cannon and Kraft with the 375 efficiency pickup set a number 1. And while we've got a minute, let's check back in with Rich Lamborn and Taylor Kraft.
Thanks, Cam. Here with Taylor Kraft of the New York Nitro. Tight one there in the first. Questionable call. I heard you go a little tight, Mom, on that setting call at a pivotal moment against your gals. What do they got to do to get back in this?
Absolutely. It happens, though. It's part of the game. So it's going to see how they respond here in the second set. Their record doesn't show it, but they've been battling all year and some tight 3-set losses. So we're hoping we can turn it around and win this one in 3.
Do we feel like something like this on the side of your gals could be the difference? Can you talk to me about these?
Absolutely. Oakley Velocados, probably the best indoor glasses around, so go get yourself a pair.
And I shine the spotlight with a crab in the sky, and then you put those on and you answer the call. Is that what happens?
Something like that.
All right, we'll see you a little bit later. Good luck to the Nitro. Thanks, T-Crab.
Bats, crabs, what's the difference?
I can't wait for the crab symbol to hit the air.
You might get a chance to see it as they will face off against the LA men on CBS Sports Network tonight. It'll be our final match of 4 on this Friday of coverage.
Okay, I'm looking through the stats in set 1. A few things stand out. One, there's 3 hitting errors on the side of Quiggle and Rice. And Megan Rice just 3 kills on 7 with 2 errors. So you're looking at a 143 percentage. And also 3 aces from the other side. It is very difficult to recover from 3 immediate points, as well as you giving 3 back. That's a +6 for your opponent, and you only lost by 4. Brutal.
Numbers telling the story for the LA launch and New York Nitro. LA will have one more weekend of play. You'll get a chance to see them in Dallas as that tags the back line.
And you're talking about a deep swing. That's exactly what Megan Rice did there. She kept the ball nice and high right on the back line. You want to hit everything within 2 feet of that back line if you're taking a cut. Obviously, if you're shooting, by all means, put it all over the place.
Another short serve. Pays off with a unique contact. Batting at it like it's a ball of yarn.
Does that make her a cat? Is that what you're doing there? You turned MJ Rice into a cat just now?
In system, LA. A little taste of their own medicine.
That's a good shot. Sometimes you just recognize the greatness of your opponent, walk away.
Women's side, a little bit top heavy in terms of wins and losses. The LA launch, just 1 loss, as are the Brooklyn Blaze women.
Well, that's good news if you're New York, right? There's 6 spots in Chicago. 4 of them are held by teams with pretty good records. There's plenty of space for that number 5 and number 6.
LA launch, one of those teams that actually needs just this win to pick up a spot officially in Chicago. Just 3 teams have clinched on the women's side, 5 on the men's. Another ooh and ah, and save from Kraft. Quiggle from off the net. Unrelenting swing into the cross court.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised by this. Therese Cannon complaining. Well, Therese, you got away with 1-2. We'll call it even now from up here.
Why are they going after the short serve?
Make him work. I would have gone to Therese right away. I think you could work her short, make her back up, make them set the ball higher, give yourself plenty of time to set up your defense, set up your scheme, get up to the net if you're MJ.
She's been working on her passing. She felt like coming into the beginning of the year, it was one of the few areas of liability in her game. As here's another big swing. Turn back. Is it over the net? And that's the call.
Well, Megan Rice, it often is a blessing to be ultra athletic and able to get vertical. Here is where it is not, because you end up hitting balls that are going to your opponent.
Another 4-1 run, LA. Both teams finding their own streaks.
The short line is not working. You have to stop hitting it.
But that's going to work every single time.
That is about the 4th short line shot that has been hit that has not found the sand. So I would knock it off with the short line. Crank it cross court, cut it, do something different. I like big moves here from MJ. She should make more big moves.
Option from the right side. Corinne's on it. Slide attempt. And back to the indoor days.
Back-to-back plays. You see the pieces are there. You see what the pair is capable of. They just need longer streaks, fewer errors. But it's a young pairing, another exciting young pairing.
Kraft finds the seam. Currently the third most efficient on the women's side at 471. And actually, if you take out Tony Rodriguez due to the injury, she sits in second just behind Brandy. The bulk of those attempts coming out of transition. And there's the first whistle on the double contact.
There'll be no argument on that one.
New York down by a set. See if they can get to 10 first. Beautiful set and transition. On the side switch, let's take a look at the pairs standings on the women's side. The LA Launch currently sitting at the #4 spot. With a win here, they clinch a spot into Chicago officially, as you want to hit that 4-win minimum on the women's side. And they will also improve to the 3 seed at a 4-1 record. Knocking down Humana Paredes and Wilkerson, Quiggle and Rice. They need every win remaining to give themselves a chance.
Yeah, because I definitely don't count Cheng and Shaw as going to go winless. I think we're going to see some winning from Miami perhaps this weekend. Has to be for them as well.
An awkward angle, but finds the line regardless.
That's where body control is so huge. The ability to twist and turn around the ball and get your shoulders back squared up, get a crisp contact and put it to a spot. All that work is done in the torso.
The late extension from Therese Cannon.
Did she get a piece of that one, Kim?
Oh, there's no doubt. A little fingertip on that last.
All right, let's see. You're giving it to her.
Absolutely.
Okay. Eagle eye by Cameron Irwin.
Don't steal the block stat. Come on, dude. A 5-0 run now for LA.
Barely over. I mean, 90% they thought touch it, but I was like.
And as we are in Texas and Austin, nonetheless, TKN are supporting the Austin Disaster Relief Network in an effort to provide financial support for the recent flooding in Texas. And get this, they're actually donating 100% of the proceeds made by any Austin Aces gear purchase. And we've got where you can pick it up. Head on over to www.tknvballstore. Again, that's www.tknvballstore store throughout the weekend. Pick up your Austin Aces gear. 100% of those proceeds going to the flooding victims here in Texas. They continue to do great work on the volleyball court and, more importantly, in the community, supporting the Lone Star State. Get a chance to see TKN in action this evening, as they will be facing off against the Miami Mayhem. After the 5-0 run on the side of LA, how do you right the ship on the side of the New York Nitro, Kevin?
Well, it's got to start with a side out, right? But we're back to kind of some error situations, too, where that ball wasn't cut well enough and able to get a hold of it. Once again, they're off balance, but they hit their way out. Their service reception is not helping them. 5 points away from a possible 2-0.
Therese with a ripper. Inside set. Dig to kill.
A little momentum stealing play might help too. This kind of thing can be a vampire to your opponent's energy. But you have to follow it up with a point.
I mean, I wish I could transition kill like that every single time.
Might be all I have left is take the kill, Cam. That might be it.
Trying to find some rhythm, but a suffocating block. Therese Cannon.
Yeah, Therese does an outstanding job of surrounding that ball too, recognizing that it's close and reaching over, being right around, leaving no space for that ball to go anywhere. There's an advantage of being 6'3".
Cannon's third block in this match. Quiggle changes the tempo. I'm going to bring in Rich Lamborn here with a 2-point deficit. From a coach's perspective, Rich, what are you seeing on the side of the New York Nitro where they can have a little bit more success?
I think Kevin mentioned it a little bit earlier, you know, like longer streaks, fewer mistakes, and that's kind of been their Achilles heel, right, is that consistency piece. And that's really, in my opinion, what separates kind of the elite teams from that second tier is the consistency piece and it being able to string together those points. And, you know, you saw Therese get that great block a second ago, but that's a play where the New York Nitro had a chance to get right back in this second set. They weren't able to capitalize, and that's kind of indicative of how this match has gone anyways for them.
Yeah, LA just doesn't give you anything. Right now they have one error, and that's been kind of their hallmark throughout the season. They're just not giving you anything, and then they're applying pressure in other places. So if you're never giving any energy back, never giving any easy plays, and then you start making plays like this, that ball just hanging right to the back line. That is such a difficult play from Meg Kraft. She's done this time and again, top server in the league play this season.
That's her 13th ace on the season as she works back to the line. This team of Cannon and Kraft are 3-1. Wins over DeBerg, Harward, Rodriguez, Van Winkle, Urango, Newberry. The loss in the Intuit Dome to Wilkerson and Humana Predis, now finding themselves at a match point to clinch a spot in Chicago. Tight ball, a fitting finish. Therese Cannon with her 4th block, and LA is officially heading to the pairs championship.
Well, Richie said it, when you get to this level, it's all about consistency, and LA showed you once again that consistency, that delivery in a variety of different situations is just never relenting.
Closing out on a 4-0 run, hitting 375 as a duo. Therese Cannon and Meg Kraft. Their next competition will be against Brasher and Nuss. It's only going to get harder on the weekend as we take a look back at some of the highlights. We talked about Kraft, her ability to attack to the depth of the court, and she did a number from an offensive standpoint.
Yeah, just good synergy between the two. They took advantage of a bunch of mistakes. They also had a couple of fortunate plays early on with those cable aces like that. That'll help. You'll take those. And this is a nice win for the launch. You have gone 3 the last 3 times leading into this match. And of course, that battle with Mel and Brandy, the Palm Beach Passion. Good rebound match, and one that they should control. They should win in 2. And in dominating fashion, this looked like an LA launch team that certainly is in the discussion for league champion in 2025 as we head to Chicago in a few weeks' time.
Pretty wild to think about just the number of matches that have gone to 3 this year. This one just done in deuce sets, but 24 of 49 matches have gone to 3. We'll see how many show up here in Austin, Texas as you look to the next match. It will be Miami and Austin. That's going to be played out on the men's side. Schulk and Shaw will face off against Drost and Harrison, 2 teams that are fighting for 1 remaining spot in the top 6 heading to the Pairs Championship. They'll have that coming up.